On, guys. So I know that some people butt heads with me because I have very strong opinions, and yes, a lot of them are opinions. So you might have different opinions, and that's cool. But I also say things that are facts, and I like to be truthful about what I say. I don't like to say things that are not true. That is not the case for a lot of people online. And this is definitely the case for people. I mean, this is not the case with people that are fanboys. So this guy, Brian M, showed up on my YouTube calling me a fanboy. I didn't say nothing because why do I don't have to defend myself. So you can call me a fanboy you want, that's fine. But when you start lying or just posting things that are inaccurate, then you're just coming off as ignorant. And I don't like that because ignorance just leads to more ignorance. If you are online and you're talking about you're a tech enthusiast and things like that, and you're over here saying things that are not true, people are gonna believe you. People are gonna make decisions based on that fact, but it's not a fact. You please, like, you shouldn't just say things without doing your research and making sure it's true. So check this out real quick. Boom. Restricted. He blocked me. That's typical of fanboys because they cannot discuss things. Like, they literally just say all the nonsense that comes to their mind without any like proof or anything like that. And luckily, I kind of figured he would do this because I was on my way home, so I was not able to do this video. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's make the video. I'm making the video right now. I did take screenshots, so haha, Brian. Let's go. So the very first one. So this is what he says. So this is going to be about adaptable storage and how it's not working out of the box for the S7 Edge. Because he came up on a video when I was doing about the Edge, about the case for it. And because I mentioned the things I don't like about the phone, he was like, oh, you're a fanboy. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you are. So, despite what some biased, he says biased, tech sites are reporting, you can transfer apps onto your micro SD card and Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Only system loaded apps and a few others need to stay on your phone memory. Everything else can go to your card. See information below. Thanks. He just literally shared a post from somebody else. So CNET made an article saying like, oh yeah, you can do it. And CNET is the website that he claimed that said you could do it. He said something about these biased websites claiming that you cannot, and yet he's gonna claim CNET. It doesn't get more biased than CNET. At one point, CNET is pretty much just, on app, is just always talking good about Apple and sometimes Samsung, but then mostly Apple because they love Apple. But when it comes to Android, CNET, they don't know very much. So why would you cite CNET? You know what I mean? So let's see if there's any truth to what he says. We're gonna go to applications. Like, this is how, if you want to see how adoptable storage should work, I have a video when on my channel from the Moto X. Let me turn on the brightness a little bit. Alright, usually you have this. So you have internal memory, you have scan this SD card. So when you click your SD card, you can see what's on it. And then, if you hit the options, you can do settings, and then you can format it as internal. This is the first step. You have to combine them together, and this takes a little bit. It reformats the SD card as internal memory, making them one, and you'll be able to put your apps on the memory card. Samsung doesn't let you do that. I'll show you that real quick. I'm gonna go to storage and SD card. There's nothing. There's no. It just says format as portable storage. It's already portable storage. What? This doesn't even make sense. So this is one of the things I think like Samsung rushed this one out. They're probably gonna bring out an update to enable it. Like I said, there is a workaround to enable this, but out of the box it doesn't work. That's all that I'm trying to prove. That's all that I tried to tell him, that out of the box it doesn't work. Of course, he never proved me wrong. He just wanted to call me a fanboy and say nonsense. So right now it says SD card 502 megabytes used out of 59, right? But let's look at my application manager. Let's see. I've already tried to move some apps. It actually like lets you. So real quick. See those clicks? So 17.34 used out of 32. So I barely have my apps on here, and I've already used more than half, right? So let's go to applications. See all these double clicks? That's really, really annoying to me. So Clash Royale. That's 101 megabytes. It's saying it's on the external memory. Okay, 101. We still have 400 left to go. Dead trigger 2. Oh, 549. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're over. So, yeah, let's go. I think I have another one that I also moved. This one, this is internal. So I'm going to move that one later, and then let's see if anything changes. Sniper Fury 622. This app alone is over what is set to be in my memory card right now. So let's, I'm going to show you what happens. So you click your app you want to move. So it says right here. Actually, this is in, okay, storage, change, SD card. First of all, check this out. Same thing as before. You have like this move button over here. It should not look like that. There should be something. It's blacked out, so you click it, move. And look how fast that is. It's not supposed to be this fast to move the app to the SD card, especially when it's a couple hundred megabytes. Let's wait for it. See what happens. Now it says it's in the external memory. So let's go back. Let's see just how much storage is available on the phone. It did change, but only by a little bit. So that app was 100 megabytes. So what this is actually doing is nothing different that wasn't available in Lollipop. Only part of the app is moving to the SD card, but the rest is still in the internal memory. So essentially, this phone is lying to you. Nothing changed. Like Samsung for some reason disabled the feature. It looks like it's there. The part that pisses me off the most is the fact that they disabled the feature, but they're only in the US at least. They're only offering 32 gigabytes, so it's useless. Like what about the people that want more apps? You literally cannot do anything until Samsung releases the update. As Samsung they do things that kind of just don't. It doesn't make sense. So that's essentially what I was trying to tell this guy. And he wanted to call me a fanboy. So let's read some of his comments real quick. Like, let's see. So he says, you do not need a workaround. By the way, for you guys that do have this phone, I'll have a link in the description below with the article that tells you how you can enable the feature. You will need a computer though. So it says you do not need to work around on your computer. You simply have to go into Application Manager and choose where you want to put your app, SD card or device, and you call yourself a reviewer? You have no idea. Here's a little instruction for you. It's very simple. As a reviewer, you are a joke. You should stay with your cheap and cheerful Moto phone. Yeah, this is what fanboys do, especially Samsung fanboys. They like to attack Motorola. I think it's because they're a little insecure, because Motorola actually innovates, whereas Samsung doesn't. Samsung just likes to throw things at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah, so they do that. I've seen like freaking, was it Tony S and freaking the other one, Richard something. I forget his name. But literally, they become people that use Motorola devices, broke and homeless. Yeah, no, you don't. I'm pretty sure broke and homeless people don't even have phones. So it doesn't even make sense. But they're attacking people. They're not even attacking the product anymore. They're not even being like giving you information. They're just attacking each other. They're bullies, essentially. They know nothing about the other products. So let's go on. So I told him, unless you get on your computer, it's useless, because I tried it. It's the very first thing I tried when I got the phone. One of the reasons why, that's one of the things I wanted to see, if did they really disable it, because there was an article before that online that says, oh yeah, you can. So articles are lying. Like these articles, like they do things real quick and they don't double check their work. So it says you do not need to work on your computer. You simply have to, okay, blah blah. Okay, this is not the comment I want to see. So this comment really, it says, I have no clue. And he's talking about like, he's like, oh, I am a software engineer or some shit. Like, oh, he's a programmer. Oh yeah, it says, as an experienced Linux programmer myself, I think it's a very risky option moving system apps to a micro SD card. I never mentioned system apps. System apps don't go on the SD card. Even if you make it adoptable storage, system apps stay on the internal memory. Duh. So that was like my quick rant real quick. Like I said, I have strong opinions about things, but I also say facts. And I just don't like people going around saying things that are not true. Like, don't say things. Because once you say something, especially on the internet, you can't take it back. Like, I have a screenshot of what he said. Like, he can't ever go back and say that he never said it. So, that was my thing. Moral of the story: don't believe what you read on the internet. Even if I say something, fact check it. You know, do your own research. Don't just accept it. And like I said, I'll leave the article on how to enable adoptable storage here. And I will, the video of how it works is actually on my channel, and I use the Motorex to do that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Enjoy. Later.